Our NHL 22 franchise rebuild is here, and we are going to be rebuilding and working with my favorite team, the Ottawa Senators. Let's get into it. Let's check out these rosters. In this franchise mode, I'm going to up the scoring here and have the sim engine scoring on high, as well as the sim engine shot frequency on high. And our first order of business in this franchise mode is to sign Brady Tkachuk to the contract he just got in real life. So 7 years, I believe it was 8.15 mil. So I'm going to offer him this contract, and then we'll check out the rosters. And Brady Tkachuk is back on the Ottawa Senators. Extremely happy to accept your offer. 6'4", 212 pounds, 22 years old. He should be a beast for us. Let's start off with the goalies in the roster. So we got Matt Murray, who is 27 years old, 6'4". He's a potential starter role right now as a backup goalie, coming off a rough season last year. And his backup is Anton Forsberg, who is actually starting for the Sens right now. Let's see, who do we have in the system? Gusterson. I kind of want to send Gusterson up right now to play backup, but I might leave him in the minors there. I don't want to rush his development, as he's a minor backup goalie right now. So I'm going to have him just a starter in the AHL currently this year. And we got Sogard and Mandalusi. Let's go check out the defenseman for Ottawa in the system. So let's go NHL. So Thomas Chabot, this is our catalyst, our probably our best player. 88 overall, superstar X factor, top 2 defenseman, medium elite potential. He's going to be an absolute beast for us, hopefully. Then we got Nikita Zaitsev, and a shutdown defenseman, kind of getting paid a little bit too much here, but we got some cap room here, not to worry. Artem Zub, a nice shutdown defenseman for the Sens this year. Brandstrom, who's potentially going to be the future of this team, medium elite potential. Top 6 defenseman right now, 22 years old, very young. Michael Delzaster, Victor Mate, Nick Holden, and Josh Brown. So we don't have injuries on right now, so honestly I'm just going to send both of these guys. I need to call up 2 forwards first. Let me call up some forwards from here, just 2 randoms. Tkachuk, of course. Call them both up, and then go back to defensemen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are going to be our 6 defensemen in the NHL. Let's check the system. Jacob Bernard Docker. Top 6 defenseman, medium top 4 potential. This is definitely someone we want to bring up here. Lassie Thompson's down there too. Another good top 4 defenseman. Hopefully he can grow into that role. Dylan Hetherington. So I'm going to bring up Jacob Bernard Docker and send down Michael Delzaster. So this will be our top 6. Chabot, Zaitsev, Artem Zub, Eric Brandstrom, Jacob Bernard Docker, and Victor Mete. And now let's go check out the forwards. So Brady Tkachuk, the heart and soul of this team, just signed a contract extension. I'm looking for big things from him. We got Connor Brown, who had a breakout year last year. If we can just check his stats. Yeah, 21 goals, 35 points in 56 games on a pretty below average team. That's pretty impressive. 5 shorthanded goals as well. Tim Stutzle, the offensive machine potentially for this Ottawa Senators roster. Second line forward, medium elite potential. Expect big things from him in this series. Same with Josh Norris. Josh Norris, not as much upside, but definitely still got the potential to become a great goal scorer in this league. Second line forward, top 6 potential. Batherson, another one of those guys who's young, just got a good contract extension. Let's see how he plays. Chris Tierney, a good depth player. Nick Paul, good depth player. Colin White, I mean, he has not lived up to the potential yet, but he's still young, 24. He might be a good bottom 6 player. And Shane Pinto, this is going to be one of our penalty killers, I think. In real life, he's an excellent 2-way forward. So we'll see how he plays in this game and how he simulates, but very excited for his future. And Pontus Aberg and Alex Fermenton, who's got insane speed. I wonder what his speed is in this game. Speed 89. They're really, really hating on him. He's faster than that. And then Austin Watson, our little goon down there. So that would be the full roster. Let's go check the system, make sure we're not missing anyone. Logan Shaw. Logan Brown would be interesting if I can try getting him. I'm going to try getting Logan Brown in here instead of Austin Watson. And then in the system, anyone else that we should be looking at? Watson, Augustino, little bit older. Not going to worry about bringing him up. Logan Shaw, Scott Sabrin came back from Toronto last year. Cole Sherwood, nothing really, nothing too interesting here. Clark Bishop, Parker Kelly, who's actually on the roster right now. Who else do we got? Ridley Gregg. He's been playing well in the minors. But yeah, let's go check our lines here. As we check out the lines here, I made a little bit of updates to try to get some morale with some potential players playing up the lineup. So in the first line, we got Brady Tkachuk, Tim Stutzle, and Connor Brown. So they're going to be playing a +2 overall, so 87, 86, 86. Second line, I brought up Shane Pinto to play with Josh Norris and Drake Batherson. Third line, Nick Paul, Logan Brown. So giving him an opportunity there. 6'6", 227 pounds. Hoping he can be some effective third line players here with Colin White on their wing. And then fourth line, Pontus Aberg, Chris Tierney, and Alex Fermenton. Defensively, I have Shabbat and Brandstrom playing together for the +2, Zub and Jacob Bernard Docker, and then finally Zaitsev and Victor Mete. I couldn't get a good morale on this third line no matter what I did, unless I put Brandstrom down here for only a -1. But I kind of like the +2 up here for a 90 overall and 82 overall, two good offensive defensemen. And then in the cage, we have Matt Murray starting over Anton Forsberg. I also think we have to set the tone right away and assign our captains and assistant captains. I'm going to give Tim Stutzle an assistant captain. Brady Tkachuk, what do we want to give him? And Thomas Chabot. I'm going to go Thomas Chabot, assistant captain, and then Brady Tkachuk as the captain, the heart and soul of this team. I want to see him just leaving it all out there every night. And that will be our captains and assistants. So Brady Tkachuk gets the seat and contract extension. Let's get into year one and see how we do. Year one, game number 1. We're home versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's do a little slow sim of this one and see if we can start off the year 1-0, just like in real life. So first period, let's see Brady Tkachuk as the captain of the Ottawa Senators. Let's see what we can do. First period, we are getting outshot 12-11, but the score is still 0-0. Second period, the score is no longer 0-0. The Leafs open the scoring with 2 goals in 10 seconds from Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner. Drake Batherson gets us back in it. Then the GOAT, Jason Spezza, scores, and John Tavares. But we get 3 goals late. The first 6 minutes of this period, there was... 6 goals. Shane Pinto scores in his rookie campaign, Tim Stutzle, and Alex Fermenton. What a period. 4-4. We're out-shooting the Leafs 24-20. Now let's do a little bit of slow simulation here. And Josh Norris scores a goal in the high slot on Peter Mrazek. And we have a power play. Can we add the insurance marker? Unable to add the insurance marker. Let's go. Who do we got? I believe Matt Murray starting. And actually, Anton Forsberg's in. And Austin Matthews scores another one in tight. And we got a huge penalty kill. And we do kill it. Game 1. We're going to overtime. Let's start it back up. I don't want to say anything here. We got the point. Oh my God. I thought we were going to shoot out. Morgan Riley scores with 7 seconds left on Anton Forsberg as we fall to the Leafs 6-5 with the 3 stars. Matthews 2 goals, 1 assist. Norris 1 goal, 2 assists. Batherson 1 goal, 1 assist. No goals from Tkachuk there, but a spirited tilt there. Let's simulate the first month and check up how we're doing. And we simulated all the way to December 1st, 2021, and we hold a record of 12-7-3. So not bad, better than probably expected. So if we go check it out, we did go on a little bit of a win streak here. I think we started out 5-0-1, but then the losses caught up to us here. Lost a couple games in a row, but we're kind of streaking again here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points in 6 straight games. So let's go see the scoring and seeing how our team is doing here. So we're second in the division, which is pretty impressive, but we have 22 games played. The Bruins are 15-4, only 19 games played. Thomas Chabot, 2 goals, 18 assists for 20 points in 22 games. Let's check out the player stats first. Stutzle having a great year too, 17 points in 22 games, but a -2, -9 for Tkachuk. So the first line is scoring, but we are getting scored on quite often here. Drake Batherson's having a pretty good year, 16 points. I believe he's on the second line with Connor Brown, also a good year, 15 points. Josh Norris, 14. Shane Pinto, 12, but a +3, so he is doing his job. Colin White, Aberg, Bernard Docker. Everyone's doing pretty well here. Victor Mete, Logan Brown, a +2. Zaitsev +3, Branstrom -2 for Menton, 7 points. We'd like to see a little bit more out of him. Zoob's having a good year, 14 penalty minutes, -3 though. Let's see on these shots. Who shoots a lot? I think it should be Brady Tkachuk. Yeah, Brady Tkachuk gets a lot of shots. Stutzle shoots a lot too. And I just want to see these turnovers. So giveaways, Nikita Zaitsev. So I think Zaitsev is someone, honestly, that we should trade away. 29 giveaways. He's big contract, 30 years old, doesn't really fit into the team anymore. So if we can get maybe a younger defenseman or a more stable defenseman back there, I think that'll be huge. Only 9 takeaways. Connor Brown, 39 takeaways, 13 giveaways. Brady Tkachuk, 19 takeaways, 5 giveaways. Shane Pinto takes away a lot. Shabbat takes it away. I do like to see that. And any fights for the boys this year? No fights. So let's go check out the team stats here. So yeah, second in our division, that's not power play percentage. We scored 3.27 goals per game, which is pretty good. Goals against, we're letting in a lot of goals here. Actually, compared to the rest of the division, we're kind of like middle of the pack. 12 power play percentage, about 21%. So where does that put us? About halfway through the division there. Third best in our division. I don't mind it. And then penalty kill, 79%. Our penalty kill definitely needs to take a little bit of an upgrade. Last 10, 7, 2, and 1. Almost the best in our, actually technically it is the best in our division here, so not bad. Let's go check out if we can get a trade to get rid of Nikita Zaitsev. Wow, the trade values are low in this game. Stutzle, 84, 19 years old, his trade value is basically a quarter. Insane. I think I may have found a trade partner here with the New York Islanders. Noah Dobson, he's got a little trade value. They got to offer him a contract this year. They want Zaitsev, and I'm going to take on their contract of Leo Komarov. I'm also going to give them a second. Let's see if this works out. Trade accepted. We got a new defenseman now. Goodbye, Nikita Zaitsev. But Noah Dobson is on the team. Let's simulate the Seattle game. The Ottawa Senators versus the Seattle Kraken. Let's hope I didn't ruin all the chemistry there, and Zaitsev ends up being a beast for us that we just didn't know about. But we do not want Victor Arvidsson. They keep trying to get us to get him, but I have no interest in that. But how do you guys think the Sens are going to do this year? Like playoff team, non-playoff team, just miss, or are they going to be absolutely trash? It's an interesting thing. They could be really good if their youngins are playing, but there's a chance that they absolutely suck too. So it's always interesting with a team full of just young players. I'm hoping to see some playoff hockey this year. I mean, Stanley Cup champions for sure, but we are in a little bit of a skid here. 17, 18, and 3. So maybe Zaitsev was a big loss there. But let's simulate this game with the Seattle Kraken, and then we'll check out the rosters and everything, and we'll see what's going wrong with the boys. See if we can win this one against the Kraken. The Sens' first ever career game versus the Seattle Kraken in Seattle, first period, and Jordan Eberle scores on Matt Murray to make it 1-0 as the shots are even at 10 apiece. Second period, we even it up as Connor Brown scores one in the slot on Philip Grubauer. And third period, we start off shorthanded, penalty killing us, a long penalty kill. We were able to kill it off, outshooting the Kraken 33-18. Come on. Grubauer's having a fantastic game. Can we get one, slide one through? Power play. This is our time. Come on. And there it is. Captain Brady Tkachuk scores on the power play. And Shane Pinto also gets a power play goal. Brady Tkachuk adds one more just for good measures. And we take down the Kraken 4-1 as we outshoot them 45-25. And the 3 stars, Brady Tkachuk, 2 goals, 1 assist, and 4 hits. And Stutzle, 3 apples. Let's check out how the team's doing now. So we are 18, 18, and 3. Slipped a little bit out of the playoffs here. The Buffalo Sabres are the third team in our division, but they only have 5 more points than us, so we're still in this 18 and 18. It's a pretty tight division here. Detroit's our worst team with 17 and 18. Everyone's kind of around the same area except for the Boston Bruins, who are 26 and 8. The Tampa Bay, 47 points, 8 more points than us. So what's our issue now? Goals for per game, we are no longer scoring. We are the worst in the division. No longer scoring goals against per game. We're almost the worst there too. What's our power play percentage looking like? Has it dropped off dramatically? 20%, still kind of middle of the pack, not bad. What about the penalty killers? Penalty kill 77%, around the bottom again. I think year one just kind of like go with it, see how it goes, and we're gonna build through the draft and through free agency. I just want to get 1 year with this real roster, and then we'll see how we play out there. But let's check with the stats here. Tim Stutzle leading the team, 30 points in 39 games. Brady Tkachuk right there with 29, as well as Thomas Chabot. But the plus minus is really worrisome here. They do get a lot of goals scored against them. If they're getting 30 points and they're still minus 12, it's not good. Drake Batherson, Josh Norris, Shane Pinto's having a good rookie season here, plus 3. I wonder if it's worth putting Shane Pinto on that first line for a little bit of defensive play. He's only rated 3 stars defensively, but he's about the only player on our team who's plus. Victor Mete is also plus. Noah Dobson, let's see how he's doing. He's got 9 assists, but he's a plus 12. When I picked him up, he was a minus 2, so that third line D pairing is doing pretty well. No goals for him. 1 shorthanded point, though. 56 hits. He does have 33 giveaways, but he's not really an offensive threat. So Logan Brown has been not very efficient for us, though. 4 goals, 3 assists, minus 9. I think maybe we look at changing around the lines here and seeing what we can do. Made a couple more changes on the starting roster here. I promoted Drake Batherson to the first line over Connor Brown. Now we get a plus 2 on the first and second line, so hopefully that can help out there. I'm going to keep that Norris and Pinto there. Tkachuk and Stutzle. Hopefully Batherson can bring a little bit of defensive play here. He's a little bit better rated than... Actually, Connor Brown should be better yet. Connor Brown's a little bit better defensively, but with the plus 2 boost, 88 overall for Stutzle, 87 overall for Tkachuk, and 85 overall for Batherson there. I've also moved Logan Brown down to the 4th line and then brought up Alex Fermenton, so we'll see how that does. It's just same chemistry there, so it's pretty good. Defensively, I didn't change anything yet. I like how Dobson and Mete are playing. Siobhan Brandstrom are good there. I could look at maybe a potential change like this, but we'll keep it how it is for now. And let's simulate a good chunk of the season. Let's try again through season 1 in this video. And we're going to enter the trade deadline here. We're on the fringe of the playoffs. So if there's a player there for us, I mean, it would be nice to get someone like Alexander Barkov. What do they want? They said the return's just a first-round pick. I mean, this is something that we definitely have to consider here. Draft pick. So if they just want a first-round pick, I just want to see how close it'll put us. Trade rejected. So, incoming trade offer. We got Thomas and a 4th for our second-round pick. Let me look at this at Robert Thomas here. Second line, 22 years old, eh? Okay. This wouldn't be a bad trade, I think. Robert Thomas. Pretty good defensively. Good all around. He's got good potential. He's still really young. You know what? Can I give up? Which they want the second, eh? What if I go 3rd and 6th and I get rid of the 2nd? Would you guys accept that? Trade rejected. They're not very happy about that. What about 3rd and... I'd do 2 3s for someone like Thomas. They really want the 2nd. I don't really see a big difference. What about our 3rd and Boston's 3rd? You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the 2nd. I'm going to do the 2nd. What? Didn't they just request this trade from me? Okay. Interesting. But yeah, they want, for Barkov, they want a first-round pick. I feel like everyone wants me to pick up Barkov here. Like, I have to. All right, Barkov. What is it going to take? I'm not going to overpay anything stupid. They want I give a 1st and a 2nd for Barkov. Trade rejected. Okay. Let's, see what else we can offer them. If we're going to take Barkov, we got to give up a piece here. And who do I feel the most comfortable giving up? A Lassie Thomas? I don't mind giving up Lassie Thompson. So if they don't accept this, I don't think it's ever going to happen. But, you know, you got to try. We're able to massage in something eventually, but as of now, we say no. You'll have to off a tad bit. A tad. I mean, do I go for it? A third? A 1, 2, 3 and Lassie Thompson for Barkov? Like, I would do that in real life, so. Well, the Ottawa Senators just got a massive upgrade as they pick up one of the best players in the NHL. We're going to have to sign him to a big year deal, a big contract, but he's going to be a perfect fit on this team. I can't wait to get him inserted into the roster. Let's see if there's any other options here. And Nick Suzuki. I mean, I can't sign all of these guys, but even a John Klingberg would be nice. 1 year left. These are all rental players. Suzuki. Jared Spurgeon, 6 years left. That's a monster contract. Let's see. Just to kick tires on Nick Suzuki. I'm not going to trade for him necessarily, but their want is a top 2 defenseman. So I just want to see like what something like, like for example, maybe like a Jacob Bernard Docker. Like, I'm not going to pursue this trade too heavily, but I just want to kind of see what the value is in Nick Suzuki here. So if I went like Bernard Docker and let's say Formanton, for example, they'd have more than 45 players. Like, I would make this trade, but I just want to kind of see how it's going to stack up. Let's take one of their higher guys, Joel Armia. 4 years left. That's a monster contract. I probably shouldn't even be picking that up, but just to look at it, okay. It would be doable, but I'm not going to try to make that trade. I can't. I got to save a little bit of money, but I think that's the only trade we're going to make. Unless there's... Can we find a goalie? Is there a goalie in here? There is. Tuukka Rask, 1 year left, 35 years old. The one's a first-line forward. I'm just going to leave it at that. We got our huge fish, Alexander Barkov. Let's see how it looks now. So we are currently 1 point out of a playoff position. We're actually tied with the Detroit Red Wings, but 1 point out of a playoff position who we just took Barkov from. So I don't know why Barkov was on the block for Florida. Maybe they just couldn't afford him. But 1 point out. Let's go check out the player stats here. So Barkov isn't leading our team in scoring, so maybe he just wasn't. 48 points, minus 11. He wasn't doing terrible, but I guess they just didn't want to sign him that huge extension. But we got Tim Stutzle here, 55 points in 64 games, minus 6, minus 15 for tkachuk. Hopefully Barkov can come in. Let's check his defensive stats. Yeah, 5-star defensive. Like, he should be a huge addition to that first line and really make us go to that next level. But everyone else playing pretty well here. Logan Brown not doing too solid, but he's on the 4th line now. Let's go and take a look at the full entire NHL here and then finish up the season.
This might answer your question. According to Wikipedia,
Alexa, please stop. I guess she wants to join the video here. Wow! Brad Marchand has 108 points in 61 games, 54 goals. Patrick Kane, 96. Patrice Bergeron, 98. Scheifele, 86. Pasternak, 86. Draisaitl, Crosby, and DeBrincat all have 76. This is insane. There's Ovechkin, 43 goals. How many goals does he have in his career now? 773. Insane stats. These poor goalies. McDavid, 70 points in 62 games. Normally that's good, but in this league, in this universe, high goal scoring, 108 points. It's incredible. With Barkov on the team, we did a little bit of reshuffling as we got Brady Tkachuk, Barkov, and Tim Stutzle on the first line. I can bring Stutzle to the center and Barkov down, but to get a +2 on that first line, but I'm going to keep it like this. I really want to load up that first line. I need Stutzle and Brady Tkachuk to have some defensive help as they are all plus minus. Is not looking too good here. Josh Norris, Shane Pinto, and Drake Batson. So our youthful second line. Third line, Colin White, Connor Brown. Connor Brown, I do want in the top 6, but I mean, with this top 6, you can't really have him in there, unfortunately. And then I have Fermenton. And then fourth line, Pontus Aberg, Chris Tierney, and Nick Paul. Defensively, let's go to defensive here. We're going to stick with Brandstrom Shabbat, Mete Dobson. Actually, I want to go there. I want Bernard Docker to get some good experience this year and get older. As our oldest defenseman on the team is Artem Zub at 26. We have a very young core on defense. It would be nice if we can... I guess if I bring Mete up, but then we lose the +2. What to do? I'm going to keep it like this. Let's check out our goalie to make sure everything's good. So Matt Murray's probably having a terrible year at 3 goals against. It's tough. When we're playing Boston and they're scoring 108 points, it's tough. Let's simulate the rest of the year and see if we can get a playoff spot here in year number 1. And with 6 games left on the year, we're down to crunch time. We're 1 point out of the playoffs. Let me just bring it up here. Atlantic, the Ottawa Senators, we have 82 points. For the playoffs, we need 83. So it's really coming down to the wire here. All of these divisional games are huge as the Sabres are only 3 points behind us. Can we beat the Sabres? And we beat the Sabres 5-1. We're tied for a playoff spot now, I believe. Let's go check. We're tied with Florida. So Columbus, another big game here, who we're probably battling for a wild card spot. We lose 4-1, and against the Canadians, they're last in division. We gotta win this one. We have to. And we lose that one too. We're slipping here. 2 points out of the playoffs now with 3 games left, and we play Florida. After we play the double, we lose to the Devils. The Sens choke. It's on here. The Panthers, they're 2 points ahead of us. We can still catch them. We have to beat the Florida Panthers here. Come on, Barkov. We need you. We traded you for this moment. Come on, first period. 2 goals. Connor Brown and Noah Dobson, another early pickup. Huge goals. Did Noah Dobson score from our own end here? I think he did. Noah Dobson scored from our own blue line. That's crazy. Shorthanded. Second period, 2 more goals. Josh Norris and Artem Zub. The Panthers get one on the power play from Joe Thornton, but this is a huge third period here. Matt Murray, we got a 3-goal lead. Just hold on, please. We need this win. And we need Florida to lose their next game as well. 10 minutes left. It looks like we're able to close this out. They get one. 2-goal lead. Come on, power play. We need a goal here. Oh my God. The Sens choke. 5 minutes left. Florida, we can't go to overtime either. We can't. We got to win this in regulation. And Drake Batson gets the empty net marker. Dodged a bullet there. Last game of the season. I don't even know if we can make it. Florida, where are we? The Panthers are out of a playoff spot right now. The Sabres have 87 points, 1 more point than us. We can't catch Lightning. Our only chance is a wild card here. We have to beat Philadelphia, and we have to hope the Sabres lose. Where's the Metro? Philly's made the playoffs. It's either us or the Sabres who get in. Us, the Sabres, or the Panthers, and the Panthers have the tiebreaker against us. We need the Sabres and the Panthers to lose. Simulate game. We need this. We need this here. Philadelphia, this is for the season. Barkov, please. Barkov scores. Stutzle, Brady Tkachuk. All of our first liners have a goal in this game, but we're tied 3-3 after the first period. Second period, we get one from Colin White, but we're down in the third period. This is for the season. We need a win, and Farabee scores right away. Down by 2 goals. Come on. First line. I know you got 3 goals this game, but we need more. Power play. This is our moment. Come on. We're not going to do it. The Senators down by 2 with 3 minutes left. And it looks like after year 1, the Senators, we make a run. We trade our first round pick. We're a competitive team, but we're unable to make the playoffs. What can you do? It was a good season. Let's simulate the rest of the year. We do not make the playoffs. we miss out. Let's go check the team standings. I want to see how many points we missed out by. Like if we won that game, I want to know if we would have made the playoffs. Buffalo ended up winning, so I guess they had two games in hand on us. So we weren't even even if we won that game, we wouldn't have made the playoffs. So it makes me feel a little bit better about that game. But we did turn the ship around a little bit. Boston scored 4 goals a game, 56 wins. We had less than 3. The only team in our division. Our goaltending was subpar. Like it was average. It was average. Not a lot of power play goals. Our power play percentage really took a hit, so that's something we definitely need to look at. 15% shorthanded. It went up throughout the year though. Still last place in our division, but it went up throughout the year. 5-5 in our last 10. We lost a couple of key games there. That's okay. Tim Stutzle leads the team, and he did finish a +6. So Barkov coming on the team, there was a -15 there, -9 and -11. So Barkov on that first line with Tkachuk and Stutzle, I think worked out great. Let's see how he did for us. He was 18 points in 18 games, +14. Incredible. All I need from him. So that first line looks like it can be very, very good for us in the future. So I just need to get that Barkov contract signed. Shabbat 62 points, Norris 60 points. A great season for Norris on that second line. Connor Brown 58 points on a third line for half the season. Pretty good. Batson Pinto had a great year, +3. I like to see that. Fermenton 23 points. Zuby 20 points, -21. Noah Dobson, wow. So Noah Dobson was a +28. For us, he was a +17, 13 points. And then for the Islanders, he was a +11. Not bad, not bad. Let's go look at the entire NHL. See how everyone stacked up. And Brad Marchand had 70 goals, 75 assists, and 145 points. What's his overall? 91 overall still. This is insane. Bergeron 130 points, and then Pastrnak 120. Bergeron had 90 assists. Patrick Kane, Scheifele, Crosby, Eichel, who actually played this year. Nick Backstrom 100 points. Ovechkin scored 60 goals almost. Wow, the high scoring leagues are incredible. This is great. Let's see. The rookie skaters did Shane Pinto. Trevor Zegras beats out Shane Pinto here. He'll probably get the Calder trophy for that. But great season by Shane Pinto nonetheless. Jacob Bernard Docker's up there too. Not bad. But yeah, the next episode, we got the offseason, the draft, free agency, see who won the Stanley Cup, and see if we can get Barkov signed to a huge contract and then have that first time play a full year. For year number 1, I'm okay with this. If Ottawa ever traded for Barkov in real life, I'd be okay with that too. But yeah, I'll see you guys for the next episode. As always, comment what you guys think. Who should we pick up? What should we sign Barkov to? And let me know what you guys think. Peace out. Have a great day, boys.